I see all the participants here.
Yeah. And everyone, feel free to. We have 5 more minutes before we actually starts. There might be some more people joining us, um, so we can make it a little bit informal. If you, any one of you, has any questions or specific thing you like him to address during this class, please unmute yourself and speak up. No problem.
Oh, I love that. I love interactive talking. Please let me know what you want to hear. If you have any question, I'll be glad to answer for you.
You can. You're welcome to turn on your videos. We, Dr. Sir, can we all can see each other. Let's make it more interactive. No problem.
Okay. But I'm on a pin video, so I'm looking at myself and I see all of you in the bottom, huh? Small ones.
Yes.
Okay. I'm getting used to WebEx. I love it. It's I think it's better than Zoom. Atul?
Oh yeah, good. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, it looks great.
It allows everyone to do the video. Yeah.
Any question from anybody?
Yes, Dr. Sarkar,
Yes.
this is Dr. Reba. I'm a child and adolescent psychiatrist.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm so excited that you have been doing this work, and I've been following your classes recently. I would like to know a little bit about, something you can teach us about the stomach area. If a lot of people, once they get infected with some bug or anything, sometimes the flora gets disturbed a lot, and that's one of the things which takes long time to recover. uh, any asanas specifically for that, which stomach area, you know
Can you take one minute to answer first? Then you go to the
yes.
practice. Okay. The answer first is, in yogic and Ayurvedic tradition, which we talk about the Agni. It's our digestive fire. We call it Jathar Agni.
Yes.
And the most important concept is, we are like a Western trained physician, we are very reductionist, but in a whole yoga therapy and Ayurveda practice is called holistic. We look all together. So the word we use called Agni Deepana. Like when you can ignite your Jathar Agni, you create a balance in your whole gastrointestinal system. If you go to my Facebook, I did the last session on the Facebook, last Saturday, week from the Saturday, is called Yoga Therapy for Gastrointestinal Disorder.
Okay.
The basic concept here is, just give you a minute, if I can take your time 1 minute. The
Sure.
basic concept is this igniting Jathar Agni is, in Western term, is called activation of your parasympathetic tone. It's a relaxation response, parasympathetic tone, and whole gastrointestinal system is supplied by parasympathetic tone. Today, we're all exposed to stress, which is sympathetic, which are creating all the GI problem. Practices are massaging the abdomen is called a Mandukasana, which will show it to you. It's called a frog pose. And in pranayama practice, and you're in bandhas, one is called a Kapalbhati pranayama,
I know.
which is called a Agni Dipana pranayama. It ignites your Agni. Then you have your Udyani Bandh, the abdominal lock, and then Agni Sarkriya. And a lot of other activation of parasympathetic tone, like called Jalandhar Bandh, which activates your carotid sinuses, massaging your ear, which activates the vagal branch or auricular branch of the vagus nerve. So we'll show you. Today we'll do the pranayama practice, and I'll keep it in mind how to improve gastrointestinal function.
So this one includes if there's more acidity or the burning sensation is more there, so that covers these pranayams, cover that
Yeah,
also.
remember one thing is all the acidity, all the burning, everything we create called imbalance. Like is it a not see the Agni, if you look at a Western term, since you're a Western trained physician, Agni in Western term means proper perfusion, proper innervation, proper function of an organ. So when you're in a sympathetic overdrive, you are creating a vasoconstriction. You are losing the nerve supply of your GI tract. And
That's right.
if you keep on looking in the depth of the cellular level, you will find it out. The whole concept of this pranayama and whole yoga meditation is at the cellular level. It's called cellular healing. Okay, I'll be glad to, do the practice for that.
Sure.
Okay, any other question? We are almost close to time, but I love the question and answer session, because that's about interactive learning.
Correct.
And all of you, if you're listening to me, you can come to Saturday morning at 9:30. I do a Facebook Live, which is for public. And I have a lot of information I provide in that.
Saturday, 9:30 a.m.?
9:30 a.m. in Facebook Live. You can go to my Facebook, Dilip Sarkar. If you put Dilip Sarkar Yoga, let's see. And now with the Atul, now with this public Facebook Live, I had a huge follower in Bengal, in India, in Bangladesh, in eastern part of India. I mean, it's incredible. I get thousands and thousands of views, and they're even asking me, why didn't you do a session in Bengali? I had no idea Facebook Live goes that far, because I was never used to before this coronavirus. But now,
Yep. No, it's good. That's the benefit of technology, that
exactly.
we are able to make best use of it and learn. And we are very happy and glad, and I'm really grateful that you are spending time to and sharing your experience with all of us.
Atul, my heart is with you guys. My heart is with the heartfulness meditation. Also, all of you. All of you are so dedicated. I've been to your place so many times. I've seen the work you do. So I just said, you ask for it, you will get it. If you say jump, I said how high? I'll come and I'll come to you. Just only on one condition. Say, catch me if you can. You have to catch me, You have to catch me and block me, because I get too much invitations, Okay.
So we'll go ahead and get started. Before we start, just for those of you who are joining us first time, I'll give a quick brief introduction. This is the second in the series of the yoga therapy classes. And the first one we had last week on May 17th, conducted by Dr. Sarkar. And he was doing the session on yoga therapy as a preventive medicine. Today's session will be on therapeutic pranayama to improve the lung function. And Dr. Sarkar is a retired vascular surgeon. He turned into a certified yoga therapist, certified Ayurveda therapist, and also one of the foremost experts in yoga therapy, who combines his 50 years of experience of Western medicine and extensive knowledge and in the integrative medicines, including the Ayurveda and yoga therapy. And he has also held several positions in the teaching as a primary focus of medical career. He's also associate professor of surgery in the Eastern Virginia Medical School in Norfolk, and he's also a chief of staff at the Portsmouth. I mean, his resume goes on and on. He's got very extensive experience, and we are fortunate to have his time with us. So let us make the best use of it. And if he likes to make it more interactive and ask any personal questions, health questions, anything which will help you to improve the health and improve the immunity, resilience. These 4 sessions have been customized for all of us. And so don't hesitate to turn on your videos, interact with them, connect with them. And even after this, you can reach out to him and ask any questions. So with that, I'll turn it over to you, Dr. Sarkar, and I'll mute myself, and you take it from here.
Okay. Thank you, Atul. First of all, I don't know where you learned 50 years. I'm 39 and I'm going backwards. I don't know. I'm 39. I feel like 39. I act 39. I will do my physical activity, which probably most of the 39 won't be able to do. Anyway, so this is a nice session. As I always said, my heart is always with the heartfulness meditation. And the reason is very simple, that the name itself You can think about, you guys come for heartfulness meditation, but have you ever thought where the name came from? Heartfulness. I get a lot of inquiry question, especially so-called spiritual people. I'm praying, I'm doing puja, I'm meditating all the time. So what is the difference between my prayer and my meditation? Okay, prayer is talking to divine, talking to Ishar, talking to God, whoever you can say, you're talking to a power above you, a divine above you. But meditation is talking to yourself, your soul. Meditation is introspection. Meditation is a journey towards your soul, which is your heart. Heart is the site of your soul. The self, we always word the use self. The self-discipline, self-discovery, even self-realization means, you're having a real eyes. Your eyes are now turned backwards. You are looking inside you. And what you find out, that I am the cause and I am the cure. Okay? And since I can find the cure, that's why meditation is also called medication. Our next session will be a meditation is medication. It's a big story. I was invited in a very famous yoga center in India. I was offered a Yogacharya award. After that, I had a Delete award. I have all of you are from India. But they took me to a room, yoga therapy room, and the first sign was said, the meditation is the best medication. So next thing, before I start, let me just take a couple of minutes to see why do we need to prepare our body and breath and body and mind for meditation. You think you are sitting down quietly, closing your eyes, and you're in silence. You are controlling your five senses, called pratyahara, the fifth limb. You are in meditation. But your physical body is not ready. So you need a physical body to be ready for meditation. And we use the term all the time in West, yoga and meditation. Meditation is yoga. We have yoga is a philosophy called Patanjali Yoga Sutra, 196 sutras, and it's a practice called Ashtanga Yoga, 8 limbs, Yam, Niyam, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharan, Dhyan, Samadhi. Dharan is the 7th limb. You do not do meditation and yoga separately. Meditation is yoga. So what is the preparation for a physical body? Physical body preparation, what Yoga Sutra gave it to us, sthiram sukham asanam. Stillness. Here I'm sitting down in Sukhasana. I have my feet under my knees and my spine is straight. But I have a stillness. Stillness is called twitching. If you create an imbalance, if the muscles are not properly relaxed, it's called relaxation response, you will have this twitching, and that will interfere with your meditation practice. Sukham, you need to feel comfortable when you're sitting. So people ask me, what asana I do a meditation? Doesn't matter. Sit down in a chair, but still it has to be sthiram sukham asanam. We have a proper relaxation response, we have a proper activation of parasympathetic tone. We can sit down in Sukhasana, Siddhasana, Ardha Padmasana, Padmasana. We can sit down all different asanas, but still Thiram Sukham Asanam. Next one is a yogic concept. It's called Pancha Kosha. We have 3 bodies, 5 koshas, 7 chakras. The 3 bodies are Sthula Sharir, Shukha Sharir, Karana Sharir. It is from your body, mind, and spirit. Physical body is connected to your Sthula Sharir. Mind is connected to your Shukha Sharir. Spirit is connected to your Karana Sharir. Panchakosha, Annomaya kosha to pranomaya kosha to manomaya kosha to vijnanomaya kosha to anandamaya kosha. So any imbalance you create in your physical body shows up in your breath, in pranomaya kosha. Prana is a life force. It's like an electricity, and breath is carrying the prana for proper healing and properly prepare you for your meditation. So your breath needs to be completely effortless, and breath needs to be totally in silence for meditation. So preparing your body and breath takes you to a fifth step called pratyahara. Prata means reject, ahar means input. Input is not only what you eat, input is your five senses. What you hear, what you see, smell, taste, and touch. When you're able to control your five senses, you enter into a dharan. Dharan is called a focus. You have a one-pointed focus. And if you stay focused for a little long time, you get a diffusion of the focus, you enter into meditation. So, it is a stepwise preparation for you to enter into meditation. So we have all done the asana practice last time. So today we'll be practicing our breathing, the pranayama, and we'll talk about a little bit of therapeutic pranayama. There's a lot of healthcare provider, experienced yoga teachers and experienced yoga practitioners you have in the group. So we'll start talking. So before we say that in a meditation, you're able to learn how to control your five senses. So a powerful tool is called a Bhramri Pranayam, bumblebee breathing. Bumblebee breathing, you shut down your five senses and you create a vibration. What the vibration does, the vibration can be sound of your om, sound of a bumblebee, sound of any mantra. So remember the word mantra, mantra. Man is the mind, tra is able to control. So it quiets down your mind. So it's a frequency. Your brain has a frequency, you create another frequency, and you are all people of science, a phenomenon is called harmonic resonance. In a harmonic resonance, the vibration cancels, the mind quiets down, and you are in a state of meditation. Okay? And we'll explain a little bit more what the meditation is from physiological standpoint, from yogic standpoint, from Ayurvedic standpoint, and we'll do. So I'm going to do a program for Indian Embassy on meditation. My topics will be the meditation is yoga, Ayurvedic meditation, meditation is medication. These are all how meditation affects your body and mind. So before we start again, just a couple of more minutes, if you can take your time, is that the lung. The lung is like a balloon. It's very, very important these days because of coronavirus. What is coronavirus doing? It's first affecting our lung. It is a droplet spread. And there is a worldwide study going on. In fact, the Harvard Medical School started a study. People who does a regular practice of yoga, and especially pranayama, are they getting affected by coronavirus? Indian Yoga Association, it is one of the largest yoga umbrella almost in the whole world. They're also doing a survey. If you're practicing yoga, if you're getting involved with the corona. Another thing the coronavirus is, it's creating a tremendous panic, fear, and anxiety. So practice of yoga is called manasthir, chitta vritti nirod, controlling chattering of your mind. So lung has 6-liter capacity. So it's a balloon, it needs to keep the balloon inflated. So you need 1.5 liter of air to keep it inflated. It's called a residual volume. That we cannot exchange. Then we have about 4.5 liter, which you're able to exchange, which is called a vital capacity. And guess what? On the regular breathing, we only exchange 0.5 liter. Think about it. We're exchanging 0.5 liter at a capacity of 4.5 liter. It's almost 80% is a reserve. So you are able to improve your lung function 4 times, 5 times, almost 8 times than what normal function is. If you can breathe in 0.5 liter, you will see when you do the Bhastrika Pranayama, when you do the long exhalation, we do breathe a large amount of air in, large amount of air out with the practice. Another term is called inspiratory capacity. Inspiratory capacity is the amount of air I can breathe in with a very mild effort with my muscles, called muscles of respiration. When the muscles are relaxed, I will be able to do it. It's almost 3 liters. So think about, so inspiratory, capacity, that how much I can breathe in, 3.5 liter. A simple math these days. Expiration, when I'm breathing out, expiratory capacity is almost 1 liter. So in my expiratory capacity will be almost my 1.5 liter. It's amazing. So now your first practice will be able to empty your lung. And able to empty your lung, why? It's a balloon sitting here. When the balloon is sitting here, and if you're like, there is air inside the balloon, now I'm taking a deep breath in, all the air is sitting in the top of the balloon. It is called a dead space, and it is not doing any exchange for me. Lung is bringing fresh oxygen, it is removing your carbon dioxide and all the toxic materials. You have to learn to breathe out. Breathing out is relaxing. Breathing out is called parasympathetic. And breathing in is called sympathetic. Sympathetic is the state we're in a state of stress, fear of unknown. That is sympathetic, driving our heart rate up, blood pressure up, respiratory rate up. But when you practice meditation, practice the whole 8 limbs of yoga, we're in a state of activation of parasympathetic tone. Parasympathetic is called calm and digest. So the question you ask about a GI tract, parasympathetic is called digest. That's when you have controlling all the bacteria, all the GI biomes, we'll talk about a little bit more. So let's go ahead and start. But before you start, you have to remember one thing. Your muscles of respiration are very tight. So you need to learn how to relax the muscles of respiration first a little bit. Primarily in the upper part, let's do about a couple of minutes relaxation of the upper part of the body, and we'll do a neck relax. Neck is also very tight. Remember, these muscles in the neck, these are called accessory muscle of respiration, and they also get very tight. So relax your neck. But then again, another concept is your hand strength. Remember, all the muscles of respiration, if you see, they're connected with your upper part of the body. So when you have a hand strength, like when you can able to raise your body high up, called a Tolasana, or you can do a Mayurasana, you could have Bakasana, Mayuriyasana. When you get a hand strength, it is very powerful victory. So if you're practicing with me, let's start with the relaxation. First with your hands. So how do with your hands? Say, if you look at a baby, before I start, just give me a minute. Let me check my batteries. This batteries just rise up very quickly. I don't know, it happened last time also. Sorry, I'm back now. Okay, so if you look at the person who does yoga all the time is a baby. If you see the baby's hand, it's called Balo Mushti Mudra. So baby will take a hand, they'll put a thumb inside and close. It's relaxation. So let's do with a little bit of a breathing. So let's put your hands in the front. Breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. And close your hand like here. yogic fist, or it's called Adhimudra. It opens the upper part of the lung. Breathe in, breathe out. Many a time you can do the eyes closed, and you'll see you'll do a lot better. Breathe in, breathe out. Your shoulder gets relaxed with a rotational movement. So you can put your elbows together. Always remember, you always only compete against yourself. We don't compete. If it doesn't come here, it's okay. If it is here, it's okay. But if you come here, breathe out first, take a deep breath in, and slowly do a rotation. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And always do the balance to the opposite side. Like you breathe in, go to the opposite side. You relax your shoulders. It's a very, very beautiful practice. I love this practice. Whole upper part of the body get relaxed. It's called Paschim Namaskar, prayer pose to the back. So we put our hands in the front, but it's very simple. I like all the computer guys who are sitting in front of the computer all the time. If you can see me properly, see, put your hands in the back slowly. And if you can turn around, put in it's like a prayer pose, and slowly bring it high up. Able to stay in the prayer pose, close your eyes, you breathe in and out. A wonderful practice. It relaxes. Remember, this is what you're trying. You don't go all the way. You only go up to your point of your, if you have no pain. If you get a pain, you have gone too far. And your breathing has to be effortless. Let's do first breathing technique, then we'll do a little bit of a couple of advanced breathing, and then we'll show it to you how to incorporate it with your asana practice. First, you will learn how to breathe out first and take a deep breath in and breathe out at least 1.5 or twice the inhalation. That is a basic pranayama practice to improve your pulmonary function. And remember, in yogic concept, lung and heart is the same organ. So think about a person who is dying, what happens? The person who is dying first, you got to expire. The last breath comes out. When the lung stops and the heart stops. When the heart stops and the brain stops. When the brain stops, all the cellular function stops. So to learn how to improve your pulmonary function. Relaxation, let's use your hand. Use your Adhimudra. So in meditation, we do the meditation mudra. This is called Gyana Mudra or Dhyana Mudra. It is very much to quieting down your mind. But do this Adhimudra, thumb inside and close. It's a relaxation practice. Put gently over your knees. What we'll do, we'll breathe out first, then we'll breathe in and breathe out, and we'll progress slowly. What we call in stages, impossible become possible. So what we'll do a count of 2 in, 1 and 2 in, and count of 4 out. Then we'll progress. We'll go to count of 3 in, count of 6 out, count of 4 in, count of 8 out, count of maybe 6 in, count of 12 out, count of 8 in, count of 16 out. But you will see how much you can do completely effortlessly. Effortlessly means you'll be able to talk, you'll be able to breathe. Let's start. Another way to starting is close your eyes. When you close your eyes, your mind comes to your body. Remember one thing. In our computer metaphor, our physical body is like a hardware, mind is a software, spirit is a programmer. Who is the programmer? I'm the programmer. I'm programming my software, and the software is controlling my hardware. Who is controlling my software? It's my breath. So metaphorically, if I'm flying a kite, if the kite is my mind, if the roller is my body, the thread is the breath. So yes, if you are doing with me, let's start. We'll do, and if you cannot progress any further, you stay where you are and do the breathing. And I'm going to guide you a little bit more and more, and you will know in stages. It's called a habit forming. Medical term is called neuroplasticity. And we'll see, we can do count of 10 in, count of 20 out. Our lung capacity now, the breathing now almost fills up the lung capacity. So breathe out first. Count of 2 in, count of 4 out. Count of 4 in, count of 8 out. Count of 5 in, count of 10 out. Count of 7 in, count of 14 out. Count of 18, count of 16 out. Wonderful experience. I can continue more and more, but you see what is happening? I'm going to show it to you. I'm having some saliva in my mouth. My mouth is not dry because saliva comes from parasympathetic activation. All my gastrointestinal tract is supplied by parasympathetic nerve. So I get saliva. You know, when you get a stress, when you're fearful, your mouth gets dry. Very powerful, and practice it daily. So if you do a exhalation longer than inhalation, slowly and slowly your brain will know that's the way you breathe, and you'll be breathing like that even in sleep. And your number of respiratory rate will come down. Normal breathing rate is maybe 15 to 16. Easily it will come down. Say count of 2 in and count of 4 out. 6 seconds for a breath. So it means your rate is coming down to 10. So you'll be doing it more and more. It will come down to 5, 6. Our breathing rate probably even 2 or 3 or 4 per minute. That's the first pranayama practice. Second is, it's called a Brahmari pranayam, bumblebee. It is called calming. It is very grounding. What we'll do, I think I have done it with you before. Let's try it one more time. We'll do it 2, 3 times. We'll shut down all of our 5 senses. We can do a mudra called a Shanmukhi mudra, but in a very simple hand. I can put my index finger in my forehead, and with my 3 fingers, I close my eyes, and with my thumb, I close my ear, and I close my mouth. Then what I do, I breathe out first, then I breathe in through my nostril and breathe out through my nose. Always breathe through your nostril with the sound of a bumblebee. Let's start. We'll do about 2 or 3 of the bumblebee breathing. Breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. Slowly do another relaxation response called pumming and cupping. Rub your hands, rub your hands, rub your hands really hard. When you feel the warmth in your hand, if you're wearing glasses, you remove your glasses and take the hand like a cup, put it over your eyes. Let the eyes take all the heat from your hand and massage your forehead. Take your hand, massage your earlobe, tragus, and auricle behind your ear, in all the face, head and neck. This is called carotid sinus here. And this is a powerful relaxation response. It's called a Brahmari pranayam. You can always do with a mantra. You can do with the Om. Generally, we start with the Om, and yogic Om has a 3 component, A, U, Ma. A comes from the lower part of the lung, U comes from the middle part of the lung, Ma comes from the upper part of the lung. We'll finish today with the 3 Om pranayam, and also we finish with the called meditative alternate nostril breathing. We'll keep a little time, 5-10 minutes for question and answer at the end. So we'll do a little interactive. So neck is very tight. So you need to relax your neck. Neck relaxation is called a Brahma Mudra. Mudra is a gesture. Brahma is the name of the Supreme Being. Brahma has 4 heads, so he had 4 different positions for the Brahma Mudra. Or Brahma Mudra may be due to your 4 sides, east, west, north, south. Okay? In this situation, let's do a Dhyana Mudra or Jnana Mudra. A mudra is in your hand. Even if you go to my Facebook, or you can go to my YouTube channel. I have all of them uploaded on YouTube. It's called Health in Your Hand, Therapeutic Mudras. Very powerful. This quiets down your mind. This is called a Vayu Mudra. You keep your index finger down. Controls your vata. It controls your pain. This is called a Shunya Mudra. Helps in your hearing, middle finger and thumb. This is called a Prithvi Mudra. Grounding is good for your obesity and diabetes. This is called your Varun Mudra. It's good for your bladder function, fluid in the body. Ring finger, little finger and thumb. This is called your Shakti Mudra, Prana Mudra. It gives you strength. It's called Apana Mudra. A lot of mudras are there, for health in your hand. So touch this one, put it gently over your knees, and then with your breathing in, you will slowly put your neck to the back, and when you breathe out, you will have a sound of the bumblebee, but all through your nostril. So see me one time, then we'll do a 4 positions to relax your neck, which will take us to a next pranayama called your Bastrika pranayama. Breathe in, slowly drop your neck to the back. Breathe out, slowly drop your neck in front to the sound of a bumblebee. It's an individual practice. So what you need to do, you need to be sure that there is no pain. When you're putting your head down, there is no pain, and you have an effortless breathing. Very, very important concept. Let's try one more time from the back. Breathe in, slowly put your head to the back. Breathe out. Second posture, putting head on the side. Breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. That's the way also you extend your exhalation. And exhalation is parasympathetic. Breathe out first. Take a deep breath in to the opposite side. Look all the way to the back without turning your shoulder. And I always practice with my eyes closed. And with my eyes closed, I'm always in a meditative state. Even my asana pranayama practice is my meditative practice. Breathe out first. Deep breath in. Opposite side. Final one is to rotate your head onto the left, back, and the right. Next one will be right, back to the left. So breathe out first. Drop your head down. Take a deep breath in. Wonderful experience to extend your exhalation and also relaxation of the neck. When the neck muscle is relaxed, your whole upper body gets relaxed. In fact, it is so powerful practice. In fact, it's your back muscles get relaxed. Back pain is the tightness of the muscle, the hip, knee, all the chronic pain comes from tightness. They get relaxed. Okay, always remember to breathe through your nose. And we have some healthcare providers, you understand. I will give you a few reasons. People ask me, Anna, I cannot breathe through my nose. I need to breathe through my mouth. You can do you call it jalneti, wash your nostril. We'll show it to you. Fourth session is called your dinacharya, daily routine. What you need to do before you even do meditation practice. It's called daily routine. When you breathe through your nose, the nose filters the air. It's like a personal air conditioner. If outside air is warm, it will cool it down to body temperature. If outside air is cold, it will warm it up to a body temperature. Then the air goes to the side of the nostril. It's called the turbinate. It guides the air to go to the larynx and to go to the lung. In the process also, it stimulates the mucous membrane covering your sinuses and secretes a substance called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a very powerful vasodilator. It opens up your blood vessels, and it also acts in your lining of the blood vessel called endothelium. And it secretes a substance called a cyclic GMP and acetylcholine, and they are a mediator of your parasympathetic tone. Especially for the physicians or healthcare providers, if you know, epinephrine and norepinephrine is mediator of your sympathetic tone, and nitric oxide, cyclic GMP, acetylcholine is a mediator of your parasympathetic tone. Next concept is that going against the grain of your habit, law of opposite. Whatever you are doing normally, it's hurting us. It is called attributes, gunas. It's very powerful in Ayurvedic therapy. Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Our body type is energy, catabolic energy, metabolic energy, anabolic energy. Whatever my attributes, I'm very light, I'm very dry, I'm very mobile. If I keep on doing it, I'm hurting myself. I need to do opposite of my attributes. So the first pure breathing was active inhalation, passive exhalation. Inhalation is active, exhalation is passive. So we'll do first, remember, we need to empty the lung. When you empty the lung, this is called bastrika. Bastrika means bellows. What is a bellows? Bellows is the one which you use to blow for your, like a blacksmith uses it. You can do it for your fireplaces. Active inhalation, active exhalation. Okay? So if you practice it with the hands, little bit of the hand, you say breathe in or breathe out. You have a little bit of drainage coming from your nostril because it is especially for us, we cleanse our nose all the time. We do a nose cleaning. So, and keep a little bit of, if you Kleenex, that you will have some drainage from your nostril. And it's entirely normal. So normal. Generally, we practice it for even prepare for your meditation because it quiets down your mind. So one person one time said, I need to breathe through your mouth. So if you breathe through your mouth, if you breathe in through your mouth, you don't know where the air has gone, whether it's gone to the stomach or gone to the lung. So what you can do, you can breathe in through your nostril, breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nostril, breathe out through your mouth. But the only thing what happens, we have a muscles of inspiration and muscles of expiration. With breathing through your mouth, you are not using the muscles of expiration, and slowly those muscle functions generally goes down. So this Bastrika Pranayam also can be used to raise your hands, and very good because Bastrika Pranayam washes away your carbon dioxide and it creates a phenomena called aerobic glycolysis. What is aerobic glycolysis? Our end product of metabolism is glucose. Glucose combines with oxygen and it forms carbon dioxide, water, and ATP. ATP is an energy called adenosine triphosphate. These energies are like a catabolic, metabolic, anabolic. So when you do the Bhastrika Pranayama, the pain-producing substances, your lactic acid, which are produced, called anaerobic glycolysis. It's a simple chemistry, it's a class 8 chemistry that washes away. So it is a powerful pain reliever. So like your frozen shoulder, upper part of the body. And then the way we do it in a cycle. We do it first when you do the hands up. When you pull it down, slowly we pull it down with our thumb inside. Again, it's called Adhimudra. We do it very slowly in a mantra called Ishwar. Ishwar. Then the medium speed, we call it a Soham. Soham. Then the rapid speed is called a Vishnu. Vishnu. We do it in cycle. We do 20 counts of slow, 20 counts of medium, 20 counts of fast, and then we repeat the cycle. We do 2 cycles, 4 cycles, 6 cycles, just for you to show, and you can do practice at home, just do 1 cycle. And always remember you do with your effortless breathing. It means you are talking. You have been even singing. If any effort, slow down. And you do it on your own pace. Let's start 1 cycle, 20 each. First, 20 slow. It will be in the sequence called Ishwar. You could do the eyes closed, you do it better. Active inhalation, active exhalation. Pace, the sound of a so hum. So hum. Rapid speed, Vishnu, Vishnu, for 20 counts. Huh? Eyes closed, Vishnu. Completely empty your lung. Now what you can do, you try to take a deep breath in. Powerful. You have inhaled almost 4 or 5 times in order you can breathe in. And this is called your yogic breathing. 3 steps breathing. Dirgha Shas. Fills lower part of the lung, middle part of the lung, upper part of the lung. Even when you breathe out, it is also 3 steps breathing. You can clearly see. And people are practicing with us. I've been teaching it for so long. My participants will come and say that, before I used to just fill up my lower part of the lung. Now I can fill up middle part of the lung. Then I can even fill up upper part of the lung. That is your effortless breathing. Bhastrika bellows. Very important. Next, for a daily practice, how long? People ask how long you do it. Generally, for a practice daily, we do 25 minutes of asanas, 25 minutes of pranayama, 10 minutes of meditation. So we do until you have any effort. Bhastrika, generally you can do about 3 to 4 minutes. By the time you do, you'll see you have a tremendous amount of physiological changes. You'll have a little older sense of consciousness. It is called cerebral vasoconstriction. Blood vessel constricts. You get a circummoral numbness, carpopedal spasm. And then we have these gadgets, Most of you know what this is. This is Apple Watch. And these days, what the Apple Watch is good for? Apple Watch is good for your, what did I do? Apple Watch is good for your monitoring, your health parameters. It's continuously recording my EKG, continuously recording my heart rate. We know exactly the effect of pranayama, effect of asana, meditation on our body and mind. Is Kapalbhati pranayama? Okay. One very important concept, a balancing. Yoga therapy is called balancing your body, mind, and spirit. If you're sitting even in a chair or even in your grounding called Sukhasana, now see if you can change your feet and sit down in opposite way. What it does, it activates your both sides of the brain. And you will see your one side is easier than the other side. To create a balance. The side which you feel a little uncomfortable, you'll be sitting down longer in that side. Kapal Bhati. Kapal is a forehead, Bhati is a shining. You get a shining in your forehead. What is this? Is called aura. It is called Karelian photography. You will see a picture of your Jesus, picture of a Buddha. You will see there is an aura around their face. So when I told you, this is called Agni Deepana. It ignites your Jathar Agni. When it ignites your Jathar Agni, you have a power within your body. It's called a Tejas. Prana, Teja, Oja. Prana is a cellular communication. Teja is a cellular intelligence. Oja is your cellular immunity. Your immunity comes from within. Immunity doesn't come from outside. When you want to have immunity, like a vaccination in your body, even against the coronavirus, you need to improve your ojas. So, a balloon here, there's a belly button, diaphragm here, another balloon here. You bring your awareness in the belly button, push it inside, and it hits your diaphragm, air will come out. If you're new to the practice, you're going to put your hand in the belly button and you see air comes out. Nothing moves. Many times people say, I have a hard time doing it. You're not relaxed enough. When you relax enough, or if you practice like you're coughing, then you do, close your mouth if you can do coughing. All will come out through your nose. Pranayama, prana is a life force. Yama means control and restraint. And mudras are called psychophysical connector for flow of prana to the organ of healing. So we do this with our pranayama practice, especially primary Kapalbhati pranayama. So let's do Kapalbhati pranayama. We will do this mudra, Dhanu mudra, put the index finger down, called Vayu mudra, then it's called a Shunya mudra, Prithvi mudra, and a Varun mudra. Let's do it only these mudras, and then you will see, your face and everything. It will be called a glowing. People will see you're glowing. Start with Dhanu mudra. Close your eyes. Keep your spine straight. Let's do 20 counts very slowly, 1 per second, and see how we do it. And then I'll tell you the benefit of this pranayama also. is a Vayu Mudra, index finger down and thumb, and continue your Kapalbhati Pranayama. You continue, and let me tell you the benefit. Massages your internal organs. Massages your liver, massages your stomach, massages your spleen, massages your pancreas, massages your small intestine, massages your colon. For the female, massages your uterus, massages your tubes, massages your ovaries. For the men, massages your prostate. Start with the Shunya Mudra, middle finger and thumb. It also massages your lung, massages your diaphragm, massages your lung, and all the air comes out from your lung. Between the lung, there is an organ called heart. Heart is in between the lung. When you are doing it, you are also massaging your heart very gently. In yoga therapy, it says when you massage an organ gets better. So in our practice, when heart stops, we do a chest compression called a CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Massaging the heart. We're massaging the heart from inside. It's called internal cardiopulmonary resuscitation, internal CPR. Wonderful practice. Ring finger and thumb here. We continue first as long as we have any effort in breathing. For us, we've been doing for so long, we do it about 5 to 10 minutes of this Kapalbhati Pranayama, completely eyes closed and completely in a silence. It is almost, even if it is an active, it feels like almost a meditative process. It digests the food properly, Jathar Agni. There is no toxic material after the food is digested. When you put a food in your stomach, food must be digested. We are what we eat. Not really. We are what we digest. Food needs to be digested. People ask me all the time, yogic concept of diet. Yogic concept of the diet is digestion. Because throughout the whole world, we eat all different kinds of food. Food converts into 7 tissues called Saptadhatu, Rashadhatu, Raktadhatu, Mamshadhatu, Medadhatu, Ossidhatu, Majjadhatu, Shukradhatu. Then it produces a substance called ojas. And this pranayama helps igniting your Agni and digesting your food. Start your little finger and thumb, Varun Mudra. So the question was asked, how do you improve your gastric GI function? Kapalbhati Pranayama. Very good for diabetes. So diabetes, Western talk about it's a receptor problem, it's your insulin problem, insulin resistance, and genetic issues, we all talk about everything. But Yoga and Ayurveda says, diabetes, body cannot digest sugar. So the sugar level is high. Improve your Agni. This is called Agni Pradhan Pranayama. When Agni is good, you digest all of your toxins called Ama. Ama get digested. When the Ama get digested, then you do another pranayama called alternate nostril breathing. Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, channel gets clean. The channel gets clean, prana can flow clearly, and then oja gets formed because the food gets digested. So this pranayama is called in Sanskrit Agni Deepana. It ignites your Agni. Ama Pachana. It destroys all the toxins in your body. Nadi Shodhana. It cleans up all the channels in your body. And Oja Sthapana. It increases the Oja, the body's immunity. Wonderful practice. I do it all the mudras, and in a short time, I enter into a total sense of silence and meditation. Let's do the bandha practice. The bandhas are first is called a chin lock. What it does, the way to do it, a chin lock with breath holding and inhalation. Inhalation is called puraka, breath holding is called kumbhaka, exhalation is called rechaka. When you breathe in, inhalation, when you hold your breath, it's called abhantarin kumbhak. Breath holding and inhalation called retention. Then you breathe out, called exhalation, called rechaka. Then you hold the breathing after exhalation, it's called suspension, it's called bajju kumbhak. Abhantarin kumbhak and bajju kumbhak. The Jalandhar Bandha chin lock is that you keep your neck straight, slowly drop your chin down, touch your chin to the chest. This is the way it massages your carotid sinuses, increase your baroreceptor sensitivity, increases your relaxation response, and vagal activation to improve your digestive fire. This pranayama is called your murcha pranayama. Why murcha is called unconscious? You are so powerful, it almost feels like you are unconscious. So let's do it first. So the way to do it, you'll breathe out first. You'll take a deep breath in. You'll hold your breath and slowly drop your chin down, touch your chin to the chest, and you stay there. And you can count it. 1 and a 2 and a 3. So how long you can do it. Let's do a couple of times. It's called your Murcha Pranayama. Breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath. Drop your chin down. Touch your chin close to your chest. And keep counting how long you can hold your breath. Wonderful relaxation of your body and mind. In fact, I'm so relaxed, I can progress. I can go ahead and put my feet high up. It's called Ardha Padmasana. Put my feet high up. If you can, it's fine. This is, if you cause a pain, you just back off. But if you can stay there, and you can also get into Padmasana. Let's do it one more time. This is called Murcha Pranayama. Again, hand, do it a very Dhyana Mudra. Touch your index finger and thumb. Breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath. Drop your chin down, touch your chin to the chest. Powerful tool. You can do breath holding and exhalation. Bajju Pranayama, called your Uddiyani Bandh. Another powerful tool to take care of your abdomen. The way to do it, you breathe out first. It's a relaxation. You can always put your thumb inside and close. In fact, I'm so used to doing it, spontaneously my hand goes like that. I'm practicing any kind of practice, relaxation. So you always breathe out first in yogic practice. Take a deep breath in. Completely breathe out. Suck your stomach in and hold. hold it a little longer, more and more. This day and age, we cannot show your body too much. I have my book. If you see my book, I'm sure many of you have seen my book. My book is available in Amazon, and it's a very powerful book. It's being used by a lot of yoga teachers and practitioners. It's called Yoga Therapy, Ayurveda, and Western Medicine. This is and called Healthy Convergence. And the book has all the pictures of all these practices which you're doing. You'll be able to see it. Let's do one more time. It's called your Vajra Pranayam, breath holding in exhalation. Breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. Completely breathe out. Suck your stomach in and hold. What you can also do at the same time, when you suck your stomach and hold, you can incorporate the Jalandhar Bandha together, combining the two bandhas together. Third lock, called bandhas, called spiritual lock, is called your root lock, Mula Bandh. You do the same thing, you breathe out first, then take a deep breath in, breathe out. Then you contract your pelvic floor, contract your anal sphincter and pull it up. It's called like a Kegel maneuver. Then you do all the three bandhas together, and it's called a Mahabandh. Powerful tool. This is called your Kundalini Jagaran. You call it ascending of your chakras. Like when you do a meditation, we'll do a chakra awakening meditation. You'll see all the mantras, Lam, Vam, Ram, Yam, Ham, Sham, Om. These are all doing mantras. Again, breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. Completely breathe out. Contract your pelvic floor and pull it up. Then suck your stomach in and hold. Drop your chin down to chin or chest and stay here as long as you can. Mahabandh. Wonderful practice. Balancing both sides of your brain is your alternate nostril breathing, Anulom Vilom Pranayam, and then when you incorporate a breath holding, it's called your Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam. Other pranayamas you have, we already done a Brahmari Pranayam, a Ujjayi Pranayam, a Sitali Pranayam, Savitri Pranayam, a lot of pranayamas there, but these three basic pranayam, Bastrika, Kapalbhati, Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Use your left hand to touch your index finger and thumb, Dhanu Mudra, Gana Mudra. Use your right hand, close your right nostril. Just you don't have to close all the way tight, just put it underneath your nostril, that's good enough. And then breathe out through your left nostril. You breathe in through your left nostril. Drop your hand down, close your left nostril with the ring finger and little finger, and breathe out through your right nostril. Then you breathe in through your right nostril. Drop your hand down, close your right nostril with the thumb, breathe out through your left nostril. Then continue your alternate nostril breathing. Let me tell you the benefit of this breathing. Left nostril is controlled by your right brain. Right brain is intuitive, right brain is cooling. Left nostril breathing is called your Chandra Nadi, moon energy. Ida. Right nostril is controlled by your left brain. Left brain is analytical, left brain is heating, left brain is male. Right nostril is called a Suranari, sun energy. It's a Pingala. Then you bring your focus. You put your index finger and middle finger in your third eye, between your eyebrows. Close your eyes, bring your awareness, and for balance, take your left hand, hold onto your right earlobe. It's a wonderful technique. When you cross the hand and hold the earlobe, this is called a super brain yoga. It balances both sides of your brain. So put your index finger and thumb and do the alternate nostril breathing. This is the technique, and for your practice, you do it for longer and longer. And within a short time, you'll enter into a profound sense of relaxation. We're entering into meditation. You do an alternate nostril breathing without closing your nostril. It's called meditative alternate nostril breathing. We'll finish with a meditative alternate nostril breathing. Then we'll finish with your little Om, and then we'll have a period of little silence. What the silence does, silence quiets down your five senses. But there's another very powerful pranayama. It's called the Ujjayi pranayama. Ujjayi is a victorious. You try to constrict your larynx so that your voice is coming, and try to breathe in with the close. If you've got a little cough, it's entirely normal because cough comes from there. So if you quiet down your mind, you can do it. Take a deep breath in, completely breathe out. It's activation of the vagus nerve. Vagus nerve supplies your laryngeal muscles. Then it sends a nerve supply to your soft palate and a tongue. It's a wonderful practice for your snoring, for sleep apnea. When your body, mind, and connected, you can clearly see your subtle body. Your subtle body is body of your mind. Like here I am, my eyes are closed. I can clearly see. I'm in Parham Road. I'm taking a right turn. I'm entering into the driveway. Coming to the back. I'm entering into your place. I'm going. I'm just taking my little comfort break. Going over there inside your meditation room. Clearly see myself over there. So the same way, my eyes closed, I can touch my nose, touch my head, touch my great toe, touch my left knee. The same way, I'll be able to do an alternate nostril breathing without closing your nostril. So touch your index finger and thumb, put it over both the knees, close your eyes, keep your spine straight. Merudanda Achal and Manasthit. Visualize your breath is coming out through left nostril. Visualize breath is coming in through your left nostril. Breath is coming out through right nostril. Visualize it is coming in through your right nostril, going out through your left nostril. I can clearly see. Let's stop, enter into meditative alternate nostril breathing. Keep doing it, focusing on your breath. This is called your mental focusing for your meditation. I'll give you a signal. We'll get into 3 Om meditation, then you get into a very brief moment of silence. Let's enter into a 3 Om meditation. Om has a 3 component, A, U, Ma. A comes from the lower part of the lung, U comes from the middle part of the lung, Ma comes from the upper part of the lung. So breathe out first. Deep breath in. Stay in a moment of silence for quieting down your 5 senses. Slowly bring your both the hands in front of you. Touch your little finger and thumb. Separate your ring finger, middle finger, and index finger. This is called a Padma Mudra. Slowly bring the Padma Mudra close to your heart. This is your heart chakra, Anahata chakra, in front of your thymus gland. Slowly bring the Padma Mudra close to your heart. Your heartfulness meditation. Heart is full. Heartfulness meditation. Padma Mudra connects your body, mind, and spirit. Your software controls your hardware. It gives you all the wellness, physical wellness, mental wellness, spiritual wellness. Spiritual wellness, mental wellness, gives us all the healing. Meditation is the healing substance. All the yoga practice leads to meditation. Beyond meditation, 8th limb is samadhi. Samadhi is the union of your body, mind, and spirit. That is our goal to achieve. And most of us cannot achieve that goal. Most of us needs to be in meditation. Another meditative practice is put your hands in front and slowly bow your head down. And you say namaskar or namaste. This is I honor the divinity within you. You are divine and I honor that. Again, finish it with the pumping and cupping. It's a powerful practice. Keep rubbing your hands, keep rubbing your hands. When you feel the warmth in your hand, slowly put it, take your glasses off, put it over your eyes. I take all the heat from your hand, massage your forehead, massage your eyes, massage your earlobe, back of your ear, your tragus, inside your auditory canal, all the face, head and neck, and the back, and the wonderful practice. Next week we'll do a chakra awakening meditation when you finish. So thank you for joining, participating, and a lot of informations are there. So Atul said he's going to record it, all the information, and share with all of you, and also he'll share with me. And I'm open to any questions or comments you have, what I have done. And last time I had a beautiful comment that when you do the alternate nostril breathing with a balancing both sides, the question was asked, do you do on the opposite side to balance? The answer is yes, but it takes a little time to practice. The neuroplasticity doesn't set up, but you should balance it that way. Okay, Atul, any questions, any comments?
No, thank you very much. I will now invite if you, all of you can turn on the video or post a question. You can put it in the chat box, or feel free to unmute and make it more interactive. Like you said, this is a family. This is a very friendly audience, and I am recording it, so all questions and answers will be useful to those who are not here as well.
I have a question for Dr. Sarkar. Thank you very much for educating us in such great depth. The couple of questions I have is regarding the breathing, the pranayama, when tilting the head back, are there any contraindications for heart patients or lung patients or any other kind? That's my first question. The second would be, in the bandhas also, are there any contraindications for people with heart disease or lung disease?
We have all the contraindications. Don't do anything. Don't do anything, you'll be fine. Contraindications are not there. It is called your intuitive practice, listening to your body. The first way to practice for yoga, do not take a pain medication and do a yoga practice. Do not take two Advil, do not take a two Motrin or two Tylenol, do yoga practice. Why? You need the pain. Pain is called pay attention. Pain is your guide. Breath is your guide. Annamaya kosha to pranamaya kosha. So you are dropping your head to the back, and if you feel pain, you back off. You back off, but you stay there, and slowly you will see the pain is due to the tightness. Pain is not from your herniated disc. Pain is not from your slip disc. Pain is due to irritation of a nerve. And remember one thing, all the pain fibers are in the ligaments which are connecting the bones and the muscle. Cartilage doesn't have any pain fiber. So if you put your head to the back And if you don't have any pain, stay there. Same way, when you put your head down, if you feel pain, you back off. Especially it is very important for people who had a, say, surgery. They had a surgery for the neck, they have a nuts and screws and bolt. Listen to your body's signal. And what you find out in your experience that in stages, even when you had a pain here, but when you keep it here, do your breathing and do, it's a called neuroplasticity. With a multiple input in your brain, slowly and slowly you'll be able to do it. We started same way. We had aches and pains. I had a serious back pain, neck pain, I had a serious cervical spondylitis, cervical radiculopathy, lumbar radiculopathy. We all overcome. Heart disease, lung disease, you are doing a bandhas. When doing a bandhas, you cannot talk, you cannot breathe. That means you are creating an imbalance in your physical body and mind. So what you do? You start very gently. If you do Uddiyani Bandh, if you have a heart and lung problem, you can do. Let go. The moment you cannot talk, you cannot breathe, but keep on doing in the same portion, you'll be able to see within 2 weeks or 1 week. Somebody has a little bit earlier or later. You can go all the way back in and you can hold. So the answer to your question is, there is absolutely no contraindication in yoga practice when you listen to your body, listen to your body's signal, and progress gradually with a word very imprinted in your mind and brain that in stages impossible become possible. See, if we have not done a yoga therapy, if you say it's contraindicated, yeah, don't do a headstand, don't do a shoulder stand when you have a hypertension. You don't do a shoulder stand, you don't do a headstand in a hypertension. You prepare your body and mind, relaxation. Slowly and slowly you will see everything will come to you. I had open heart surgery 20 years back. I slowly have learned, slowly build it up. Now you tell me, I can do everything. I can do a simple headstand because my headstand is very completely relaxing, shoulder stand. But we have built it up. So answer to it, intuitive practice, listen to your body pain and your breath, and you will progress. You will become a yogi and yogini in a very short time. Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Sarkar, I have a question.
Sure.
This is Nitai Mukhopadhyay. Most of the places that I read about pranayam, it always comes with some kind of warning saying that always do under some supervision. There is chances of some kind of damage or something. What things are we really need to be cautious about while practicing pranayam?
No question about it. First, you need a guru. And who is your guru? Guru, the word, the meaning of the word guru? Guru. Gu is a darkness. Ru is a remover. Remover of your darkness. That means you have all the information within you. You know who is a teacher? Teacher is a remover of your ignorance. So you don't need anybody. You are your own guru. You may have some guide from somebody. Who is your guru? Your guru is your soul, Atma. Is it the name Mukhopadhyay? You said, what's your last name? Bengali?
Yes, Mukhopadhyay. Yes, Mukhopadhyay.
Bengali?
Yes.
You understand little Bangla?
Yes.
Bhalo Bangla?
Yeah.
Give me one excuse. I'll give him some answer. What is about this? He asked a beautiful question. আমরা বলি স্বাস্থ্য স্থির মানে সোল নিজেকে সোলকে স্থির রাখা স্বভাব নিজের ভাব স্বাধীন অধীন. So answer to your question is all pranayamas have a tremendous side effects if it is done with the effort. So when you do effortlessly, so at the beginning when you take a deep breath in, you may be able to do only 2 seconds. is good enough. But the moment you try to do it for 4 seconds, and then your face gets flushed, your heart rate goes up in your monitor, that's what you are harming yourself. That's what's called a sympathetic overdrive. You need to be totally in a state of called effortless ease. আমাদের অসুখ, this is becomes effortless ease. And when you do the pranayama in stages, and you will see slowly and slowly you build up, like, we could breathe only like forced expiratory volume, FEV1, that is a function of our whole life. That is not even 1.5 liter. But with the pranayama practice, slowly you can do it. So the warnings are perfect, and warnings are also, remember, is given by, again, it's a recording, so I have to be careful what I said. Warnings are given by the people who likes their way and likes to promote their branding. But primarily what you have within you is your self, your soul. Listen to your body, listen to your breath, listen to all the effects you have within your body and mind. There will be no contraindication. You don't need any guru. You are your own guru. You are the remover of your darkness, remover of your ignorance. Thank you for the question. It's a wonderful question.
I have one more question though.
Sure, go ahead.
This is two different questions. One thing is all the pranayama, the inhale and exhale are double the length, and why is that? A lack of symmetry, or is symmetry in inhale and exhale? What's the reason for making it twice the length of inhale? And the other thing is, after doing a few of them, I sometimes feel the urge to do yawning. Is yawning, which is entirely mouth breathing, is that a bad thing? Or is that, and right after pranayama, is that natural?
The first answer to your question is, it's not that doing twice the exhalation than inhalation. It is exhalation longer than inhalation and effortlessly. You don't take a 2-second breathe in and then try hard for the 4 seconds. Huh? You try as much as you can effortlessly. Why exhalation longer than inhalation? Remember I told you lung is like a balloon. It has a 4.5 liter capacity. We only breathe 0.5 liter, 500 cc. So you need to breathe out first. You need to empty that balloon to put air in. And the way you do it completely effortlessly, and slowly you will see your exhalation probably becomes almost twice or maybe sometimes more. For us, sometimes we have a 10 seconds in, 30 seconds out. We can do it because we've been practicing for so long. And when you do like an Om Pranayam goes over almost 30 seconds. So it is not that you are doing twice. And second physiological concept is inhalation is sympathetic, exhalation is parasympathetic. And yoga practice is totally a relaxation response, parasympathetic activation. So you are trying to activate exhalation longer than inhalation. Second question, you had a second question, was your
yawning. The yawning is that.
Yawning is primarily an activation of a vagus nerve. So yawning is that when you, like somebody will be saying, I'm yawning, okay? So no, that means you are activating your vagus nerve, and many a time it is also a sign of your relaxation response. So when you are doing a pranayama practice, generally when you practice and you have your introspection looking inside, generally you do not have any yawning. Yawning is, you'll see always that it will happen. I won't say the word, I said when you're lazy, when you're sitting down and not doing anything, then you yawn. Somebody's yawning, he said, "We're yawning." He said, "I'm not doing anything, I'm yawning," So yawning is not a mouth breathing. Yawning is not the part of your pranayama practice. And exactly, I can tell you, like for us, when you do pranayama practice, we do not have any yawning. But coming to answering your question, yes, we used to have yawning, before all our active practices. Daily practice will overcome everything. It's called dinocharya. We'll do it in our 4th session. A daily dinocharya, a daily routine, what you do to bring a balance between your body, mind, and spirit. Did I answer your question? Or you still have more questions? Good thing. Keep, you have to have a question so you can get an answer and you can keep on doing it on yourself. Introspection. What else?
Can I ask one question?
Sure. We have time. I think Atul, clock is in Atul's hand. I have all the time. When Atul says stop, I stop, okay?
So, just 2 clarifications I want. The one is with the Ujjaini pranayama, and that the breathing is, inhale and then exhale, is it right?
Okay.
And inhale and then exhale, is it right? This is it. Inhale is up and exhale is down.
No,
So I just wanted a clarification on this one.
this is Bastrika. This
Bhastrika,
is
sorry.
Bastrika. It's an inhalation, active, and exhalation. So remember the bellows. Bellows is like you are expanding. So bellows. Ujjayi pranayam, I think it started with Ujjayi pranayams also to clarify. Does it clarify your question? Active inhalation, active exhalation.
So exhalation is down. When you're coming down, then it's exhalation, is right?
Yes.
Same way, this one which we did, exhalation is when we are turning in.
Okay, if you're doing it active inhalation, or you can do, any way you want to do it to your body is okay. You can do, and this is basically active inhalation, active exhalation, and how you move your body is good. I like to do it this way. What it does, most of us has what they call a frozen shoulder.
That's right.
And can I give an example? You'll be surprised to hear this example. I have a man came to my class. He's a local lawyer in town. He had a frozen shoulder on the right side. He said, "I cannot do the Bhastrika pranayam, but I'm doing it." I said, "So just watch it when I'm doing it." When I'm doing it, what he was doing with the left hand. He started doing it. Suddenly I see his right hand is going high up and he's doing like this, both hands, So I didn't say anything. At the end, I asked him, I said, "Do you know what happened to you?" He said, "What?" I said, "Your right hand was also moving." The answer he gave it to me, it just blew up my mind. The answer he gave me, he said, "When I was paying attention to my breath with my eyes closed, I had no idea even my hand was going up and down." So what did it call? Software over hardware, When you have a software, you're all software engineers, you can understand the mind over body, It's very simple.
So the second question was clarification regarding the Kapal Bharti, which we did all mudras with the Kapal Bharti. So usually the normal Kapal Bharti we usually do is faster, isn't it?
No.
Faster. So this one you said 1 second slowly, is it right?
Yes. Kapalbhati has a 2 component. Kapalbhati is called a pranayama, and Kapalbhati is also called a kriya. We have 6 kriyas. Kriyas are called your sharir shuddhi, cleanses your body. It's called nasya. We cleanse our nose with jalneti, sutraneti, with all. Tratak, we call it jyoti tratak. Then it's called a dhoti. Dhoti is your stomach. We cleanse up your stomach, called Vaman dhoti, Bastra dhoti, Danda dhoti. Then we have a basti, cleaning up your colon. Then you get a kapalbhati, then it's called a nauli. Nauli is the one you isolate your rectus muscle and move back and forth. When you do kapalbhati in a slow, completely effortless way, this is your pranayama. When you do a kapalbhati in a faster pace, that is your kriya. That is your sat kriya. There are 6 kriyas. But also remember, when you do the kapalbhati in a faster sat kriya, you are still effortless. That means you're not putting any effort. Like here, I'm doing a kapalbhati pranayama as a pranayama. Okay, I'm doing kapalbhati pranayama as a kriya now. I can continue for a long time as a kapalbhati pranayama as a kriya, but see, I'm still talking, I'm singing, I'm effortless. So effortlessly doing kapalbhati pranayama slowly is a pranayama and faster is a kriya. Did that answer your question?
Excellent. This is the first time I got this clarification that these are done twice, different ways. So
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Sarkar. This was so enlightening for me coming into this session. So thank you so much for giving us this knowledge. We never knew this until now. Never.
Answer is very simple. Answer is karo yog, raho nirog.
Nirog.
Karo yog, raho nirog. Yoga is called art of transformation. You know what it transforms? Rogi, nirogi to yogi. We're all rogi. We become nirogi. Yogi and yogini, huh? And then when you become yogi and yogini, you find all the answers within you. Thank you, thank you. Atul,
Dr. Sarkar,
my
I
time
have
is
one
over.
last.
I have one. I mean, we can stay as long as people can drop off if they have to. I think we. But there's one more question I have from Gia. Can you suggest any pranayama to help when the sleep is interrupted? Like I'm wake up in the middle of the night, maybe because of menopause or anxiety or something to go back to sleep.
Oh my God, you're hitting the right place, huh? Pranayama is a practice during sleeping. In fact, let's see who's sleeping, most ideal sleeper. You know who's the most ideal sleeper? Is the baby. You look at a baby. Baby sleeps. When the baby sleeps, how they sleep, have you ever noticed it? They will put their feet together and they will lay down like this. This is called a supta baddha konasana. Every baby sleeps like this. You will never see a baby's feet straight when they're sleeping. So when you get into the bed, you get into supta baddha konasana. Then if you see a baby who is sleeping, first thing you see is abdomen is going up and down. It's called a belly breathing, abdominal breathing. Abdominal breathing is coming and cooling breathing. Try abdominal breathing will be when you breathe in, stomach will go high up, breathe out, stomach will go in. Breathe in. Now it's called lack of observation now, huh? Take a look at a baby. When you see a baby, 6 months old, 8 months old baby, they're sitting like a supta baddha konasana and with a abdominal breathing. Next thing is, even if that doesn't help you much, which will help you, it takes a little time. Remember the yoga therapy is extremely, extremely strong medicine, but it's extremely, extremely slow medicine. It takes time. It's called breath holding, kumbhaka. When you take a deep breath in, we didn't do it, called a, maybe next time we'll do it. It's called alternate nostril breathing with the breath holding. And the technique is called 1:4:2. Like you breathe in, say count of 4 in. 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4. Then hold your breath for count of 16. Breathe out for a count of 8 out. So if you have any medical personnel here, you will understand this is called CO2 narcosis. What CO2 narcosis means, when you are holding the breath, it's called your carbon dioxide gets built up in your blood. When carbon dioxide gets built up, it has an effect like a narcotics. Narcotics means like your
Painkiller.
painkiller. So it basically brings down your sleep in your body and mind. And another thing also it does, that the whole breath holding, if anybody from the medical background, you might understand, it is called a physiological changes in the lung. It is called a Herring-Brewer reflex. Herring-Brewer reflex is when you're holding the breath, lung is expanding, lung is expanding. So lung can prevent not to expand too much. Then the vagus nerve comes in. Vagus stimulates the lung, covering of the lung, and it collapses. It causes exhalation. And you got exhalation, which is parasympathetic. So Herring-Brewer reflex, even, and people ask me many a time, all of people ask me, who is your guru? Who taught you? I said, I'm self-taught. I've been to every guru's, I've been to every yoga centers in India, the yoga centers in all over the world, So, but I'm basically self-taught. But I have two gurus now, and I really like both of my gurus. One guru is called Google, another is called YouTube. Google and YouTube is a powerful gurus. So you will see. That's good. Google it. Herring-Brewer reflex. Do a CO2 narcosis, abdominal breathing, breath holding. You will know how to fall asleep with a technique of yoga. I do a class. Actually, I teach a medical school, yoga therapy for sleep apnea. I do every year. We teach the medical fellows and the faculty. I do once a year over there. Anything else?
Sakar, one last question.
One last question, please.
Last question. Atul, you tell me when to. You tell me. Okay. Last question.
The whole purpose of this to benefit whoever participates, make it more interactive. So as long as we can continue till 12 o'clock, no problem.
Next session at 12. I can 5 more minutes. Okay. Go ahead. Next question. Are we ready?
So, Dr. Sarkar, is there any pranayam you prefer to cure autoimmune disease like vitiligo? Because that's also, I think, the symbol of internal stress. So I think all of them should help, but which one is predominant?
The whole autoimmune disease in yoga therapy is regarded as an imbalance in your body and mind, probably imbalance in your immune system. So most of the people who has autoimmune disease, we teach them balancing poses in a pranayama. We'll do a one which is got a very simple, we might do it next time, standing on one foot with your hands to the back and closing your eyes. When you close your eyes and you can able to stand your one foot, that brings a balance. And primary pranayama, which is it's your alternate nostril breathing, because alternate nostril breathing activates both sides of your brain. But one very simple answer to it here is that our whole yoga therapy practice is a holistic. It is not a reductionist. That means there is not a pranayama, a asana for a disease. You prepare your body and mind with a relaxation practice. You do a set of pranayama. The way we do it, you practice 1 hour a day, 5 minutes of asanas, do a very alternately relaxing asanas, but you do a set of pranayama, a little bit of meditation. But again, in reductionist approach, we call it reductionist holism. Alternate nostril breathing and balancing poses is primary therapy for autoimmune disease.
Thank you, sir. That helps.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sarkar.
This is wonderful. Thank you, Dr.
It was
Sarkar.
excellent session.
Very wonderful.
Thank you very much. If anyone has any question before we start.
I have one question. Is that okay to have one question more?
Go ahead, Dr. Sarkar, if that's okay with you, you can.
I have only one answer. You have to go through Atul to come to me, you know. This is my gate. Your gateway is Atul. Atul says one more question is fine with me.
Is that okay? Okay. Well, first, I would like to say thank you for sharing with us your beautiful knowledge. And I have a question about the contraction, the pelvic. It's about the bladder and the uterus if it's falling. So if you do the contraction on the pelvic, you have to hold the contraction with your breath until you can stay with your breath, or you have to do the contractions without holding your breath.
Hold your breath and until you can have any effort. If you have any effort, you let it go. If you can hold it, if you have a holding for a very short time, then you see slowly and slowly will build up. The time will build up.
So you have to hold your breath and the contractions together.
Breathe out first. Take a deep breath in. Then again breathe out. Pull the contraction and hold with your breath holding in exhalation.
Oh, with your breath holding, and then
In
you
exhalation.
hold the contraction.
Yes.
And one more question for this: when you have the bladder and the uterus falling, is the invertible table helps you a couple of times a day, or you have to be in like upside down? It helps a little bit, or it's just
No, it's not doing anything with effort. You have to do everything effortlessly. And many a time, even a sitting down, grounding poses helps. Even with your sitting in your squatting pose called malasana, people getting restless. So maybe we'll do it next time, okay? At the too many people are talking, huh? Talk about next. Is it okay, Utul?
Yeah,
People
let's
are
do
getting
this next
restless.
time. Harsh, can you mute yourself? Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sarkar.
Thank you,
See
Dr.
you next
Sarkar.
Jessica. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
bye.
Sorry. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You want me to exit now, Atul? Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And sorry for that.
Okay.